Folds of Honor Bassmaster Elite at Sabine River. We're running down closer and closer to the final hour of fishing here. Our fantastic host city of Orange, Texas. This is a place that everyone needs to see, at least to watch one of these tournaments here, because they are fascinating. Fascinating, and this one has been no exception, maybe the best ever here at the Sabine River. Right now, let's take a look at how it went down on the Sabine River with our Humminbird Unlock the Lake. Let's start seniority-wise with Clark Wendlandt.
Why don't we do that? We're going to leave Orange, Texas right there. Great host city, and we're going to make about a 1 hour run into Hildebrandt Bayou, and we're going to get with Clark Wendlandt. And here's the most amazing thing that Clark Wendlandt accomplished in this tournament, making that 1 hour run and just out fishing the competition that was around him. You just see his picture there, but that area, Clark Wendlandt's exact words, was throttled all week long, getting it done with a small compact Strike King spinnerbait, and then backing it up with a lot of very solid catches with a Strike King half-ounce tungsten jig. And the one thing you could say about Clark Wendlandt, he stuck to his game plan, stayed with it, head down. He said the biggest key, covering a 7-mile stretch and then going back and working it over. Great final day for Clark Wendlandt.
Saving his best day for last. He's had over 10 pounds in 3 of the 4 days, day 2 being the only low day for him. But that one bite that you want, Z, that one bite you need to have if you're going to make it, he got it today and put him within range of being able to track down our leaders.
Only Texan representing in the top 10 here.
Surprising.
Our Angler of the Year in 2020, yet surprisingly also the fact that he has never won a Bassmaster Elite Series event before. Wanted this one very, very badly, and that was a big disappointment right there, that miss later in the day.
Exactly right. And as the crow flies, we're going to head over the horizon right here, taking a look at Keith Poche. A lot of his work done in this small starting spot. We'd catch a couple of keepers there, but then he would get into this small backwater. That's the canal that leads into a deeper pond just on the east side of Beaumont. Beauty. Keith Poche, the only angler in there all tournament long. And here's the unique thing about that pond. It gets down to 20 feet of water. The other key, Keith Poche made the comment, he said much cooler in there. Water temps in the mid-70s. A lot of fish on a topwater frog, but kind of just seems like by the end of Championship Sunday, ran out of fish for Keith Poche. But a great event nonetheless.
Very, very confident with what he found in pre-practice. Did not fish official practice with us this week. But Hunter Shryock was one who said, when I get into the Sabine River, you can do or die very easy. Tommy, I'm going to stay near the takeoff and maximize, and that's what he did.
Absolutely, and he has had a fantastic tournament. Really strong showing each and every day. It fell a little bit off the pace on day number 2, but just solid all the way.
Yeah, great event for Hunter Shryock. A lot of flipping the last 2 days. A Berkeley power tube, 3.5 inches long. Really a lot of his fish the first days, very aggressive reaction baits, bladed jigs the first day. But figuring out this little flipping deal is what saved him on semifinal Saturday and Sunday. Right across from Matty Wong and Brock Mosley. Great event for Hunter Shryock.
Hunter Shryock having a great season, that is for sure, in the top 8 to start this tournament as far as Progressive Angler of the Year points, and he has really gotten it done here. Matty Wong in his second year, only angler in the Elite Series ever from Hawaii, and he made a good decision based on observation and instinct. He's going to stay here and catch these fish here.
Yeah, Tommy, on day 1, he had 6.5 pounds, was below our projected cut line. Ended up going back to his main area on day 2, caught a good one, but a bunch of small fish, didn't get nearly as many bites, so he made a transition day 2 afternoon, fishing near takeoff right here. When Brock Mosley had already done his work in this area, he came in the afternoon and caught fish. They had a conversation, and over the last 2 days, fishing close together, but most of the time doing something different technique-wise, where they're both able to catch a ton of fish in this region.
And the one thing you have to say is he gave it up to Brock Mosley 100%. And kind of took seconds. You know, he picked up the seconds that Brock Mosley left. Very good backup for Matty Wong, his best finish ever. But really the story of this tournament is Brock Mosley, just like Hunter Shryock, he had a game plan to utilize within 2 miles of our takeoff and then go to Taylor's Bayou every single day of this tournament, except for Championship Sunday. Most of his work done with a topwater pop-R, old school topwater bait, really beat up and gnarly. And the interesting thing, a very vertical bank, okay? In years past, taking a look at this Humminbird Unlock the Lake, most of our areas around takeoff that played were flat. whether it was flooded timber, little patches of weeds. Not the case this time. More of the industrial side, vertical banks, pipes, very industrial, a lot of barge tie-up areas. Absolutely flawless performance for Brock Mosley.
Absolutely. Those were the key hours, those couple of hours of the past 2 days, the last 2 days of this tournament, and he was mistake-free.
He came into this event, Tommy, after a 2nd and a 12th in previous visits. There's only one goal. I need to win and get the monkey off my back on a place that I've had a lot of success.
That's how it went down at the Sabine. Your Humminbird Unlock the Lake.